gauge that with experience. So, we are going to go using that front and back brake. Backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards, forwards. And up and onto the back wheel, because trials riders spend pretty much 99% of their lives on one wheel, so we're actually quite good at it. Now, tell you what, Mr. Roberts. Has anybody seen the new James Bond? There's always an area in James Bond where he's waiting to be saved. Mr. Roberts, you can be the next Bond. So guys, let's give Mr. Roberts, can you feel that? It's a Michelin. Right, so, guys, let's make some noise for Mr. Roberts. Thank you very much, sir, you've been awesome. Awesome, thank you. Now, there will be time for opportunities for more volunteers later on, but for now, shall we start going a little bit higher because we're about to get wet? Okay, now, we're going to start off making our way across a few obstacles. Now, I know that some of the obstacles aren't the biggest in the world, but hey, I've got it all here in a van. So, let's not be judgy. Okay. So we're going to start off one wheel at a time, going from the front wheel up to the back wheel. Who invited the paparazzi? Here we go. So from the front wheel to the back wheel, from the back wheel to the back wheel, like I was saying earlier on, it's all about bike control, to the point where you can turn around on pretty much wherever you like and balance. As you can see, the basics being used quite a bit. Now, there's a few ways that we can get down off the obstacles. There's the easy way, and there's the well, there's the cooler looking ways. So, we're going to try the easy way first of all, which is really boring. There we go. You don't have to clap for that, it's boring. Okay, don't clap. Don't clap. Or there's the more exciting looking ways, which normally have a 3-figure rotation. Right, here we go. Believe it or not, it's really tricky. So there's the more exciting looking ways, like a 270. Now, it's exciting in high schools. They don't know whether to clap, whoa, not move. It's cool. So, like I said before, trials is all about getting over and around obstacles. Now, I'll tell you about my bike. I have no suspension whatsoever. But it is U6 aircraft grade aluminium and carbon fibre, so it's very light. Okay, as you can see. Yeah, it's about 7 kilos, which is about a quarter of the weight of a normal mountain bike. Now, what we're going to do is make our way a little bit higher. Well, that's all down to the audience. So, shall we go a little bit higher? Awesome. Right. Wow, I tell you what. You can't get a better crowd than Stoke, where everybody's really happy all the time. It's the weather, isn't it? Right. Here we go. Oh yeah, by the way, we bunny hop quite high too. So across the next one. And, well, we may as well keep going with the trend. Now, as you can see, at this point, the adults are wondering, is this really my day job? Yes, it is. Sick, isn't it? Right, so, all we need to do now is get down. Not very simple at this height because the van has been modified with, well, completely standard suspension. Meaning, it doesn't half wobble. So all we're going to do is we are going to pick the easy route down. And believe it or not, the easy route is actually straight down. From the top to the floor, avoiding some of the apparatus on the way. I could jump out to that way, but it's way too safe. Right. So, we're going to go to the edge. Remember, no suspension, just very skinny legs. You can clap for that, by the way, that's quite high. Right. Now, as you can see, can hop high, can drop far, is sometimes accurate. So, We're going to work on that accuracy by making our way up our street rails. Now, the street rails are called street rails because you see a lot of riders out on the street riding on rails. That's it. Really self-explanatory stuff. Must be cold over there. Right. So we're going to make our way up these 3 street rails, each one only an inch wide, which means there's, well, not much room for error. And if it does go wrong, I've got nowhere to put my feet. So we're going to make our way onto the first one. Nice and steady. There we go. Now,
they've got to be quite flat and bouncy.
I don't normally do this section of rails in a school because I normally get them wrong. So, look, he's got his camera straight out as soon as I said I'm going to crash. So what we need to do is make our way up to the next 2 rails using a very strange body movement. I actually have to move my body weight forwards and backwards to make sure the bike hops in the right direction. So in a smooth motion, we're going to move forwards. Here we go, smooth motion. It is that motion, but that wasn't very smooth. So here we go. Nice and smooth. Forwards, backwards, forwards. There we go. Now, all I've got to do now is go up to the last rung, which is thinner than the bottom one, and to the roof without going over the handlebars. So to the top one. Almost.